well capture the flag looks like. Let me switch to another screen that I will be sharing right now. So this is the Capture the Flag platform, and this is the event that is running right now. It's called the Digital Enigma because our players, they are cyber guardians who need to unveil the secrets of the Digital Enigma to fight against a group of nefarious hackers called the Shadow Ciphers. And to achieve that, they have 3 hours to complete 3 levels, or to make it, the highest they can on these 3 levels. And what we have done during each level, we have included missions based on networking and cybersecurity. So of course, this is a cybersecurity competition. So why do we add networking? So, of course, it's needed to have some networking knowledge to be able to see what is happening on the network, right? And be able to identify the threats. So that's why we thought there needs to be some balance between networking and cybersecurity. So on level 1, they will be finding 13 flags based on networking basic scores. And I believe that most, like all of them already, completed this level of this mission. Then we had mission 2, that is the first one that is based on cybersecurity, on analyzing a log. And they have to, discover some tasks that are given, analyzing that log and finding the answers, and that's based on endpoint security course. We have then on level 2, we continue with networking. So now we have networking devices and initial configuration on mission 3, and network defense based on cybersecurity on mission 4. And during this, they will have, again, many flags. Some of them, they will be knowledge flags, like, if you know about this, or maybe doing some calculations, there is some like binary or hexadecimal conversions. And, so there are many things that they have to complete. Some of them will make them go to the courses and look at the specific details in the course and be able to answer the flag. And some of them, especially the cybersecurity ones, so this one we mentioned is analyze a log. And also they will find on the last mission that they have to work with Wireshark and a pickup file. So that's a spoiler alert for those who are playing. If you make it to the mission 7, there will be some flags where you will be working with Wireshark. Then on level 3, there are 2 more missions about networking. They have a little bit less flags, but they are based on the other 2 networking courses: network addressing and basic troubleshooting, network support and security, and the final one, the cyber threat management, based on the last course of the cybersecurity pathway that we have in our platform skillsforall.com. So, well, while they are working through the missions, in each mission, they will unveil one fragment of this digital enigma that will open the next mission. So they won't be able to continue to mission 2 until they uncover that fragment and they are able to open this. And that's what we are seeing at the moment, that they are working through some of these flags. So let's look right now at the leaderboard to see how they are doing. So as we can see here, this is level 1, this is level 2, that is where they are working at the moment, and level 3 that has not been started yet. And what we see in yellow is what is in progress. So we see here that Marconi hackers and Pink Panthers, Cybercats, they are close to finish mission 3. Some others are coming ahead, also completing mission 3. And this is how it's working. Every time that they complete a flag, they will get some points. So different flags will have different scores depending on their difficulty. And they can also ask for hints. So sometimes in some of the flags, there will be hints available. Not all of them have, but some of them will have hints. And they can buy those hints in exchange for some points. So let's say that you have 890 points and you want to buy a hint that it costs you 5 points. So 5 points will be deducted of your total score. So how the leaderboard will be decided? So first of all is by score. So highest score will come first. But in case of a tie, those who completed more flags and with less hints, will make it to the top. And if all of that is equal, then it will be whoever made it there first. Okay. So that's how our leaderboard works. And that's why you see that from time to time, we see some tiles that are moving or being highlighted because they have recently moved on the board. And this is being updated every single moment. So yes, this is our Capture the Flag platform. All the content that we have used to create these flags is based on the networking courses on Skills for All and cybersecurity courses on Skills for All that make for the CCST certification. And actually, for every single player who at least completes one flag, they will be entitled to one voucher. They can decide if for cybersecurity or networking to take this certification. I actually remember, or I think in one of the videos they send, they say, we are here because we want those vouchers, but there will be more prizes, for those who make it to the top. Okay, so let me stop the leaderboard here. And now I also want to continue with some more videos before we move on to our next speaker. So let's meet right now Marconi Hackers, so actually the team that at the moment is leading the board. So let's put some faces to this team.
Hi from Marconi Hack Cisco Academy in Bari, Italy. I am Giovanni Pedroncelli, instructor leader of the Marconi Hackers team, and they are the 14 players.
Hi, I'm Maria, I'm 18, and we all are computer science students here in Bari.
Hi, I'm Fernando, and I'm 19. I've been learning the Academy for 3 years.
Hi, I'm Gianluca, and I'm 18, and we are very excited to improve ourselves in these challenges.
Hi, I'm Marco Ferrara, I'm 20, and I'm an active member of this academy since 2017. Cheers for us, and ciao!
Let's meet another team.
We are from the University of Pécs. We are from Hungary. Our mission is to protect the GNC, and this is my team.
My name is Levente Oleg. I'm the leader of the Cyber Guardians of the University of Pécs.
My name is Katinka Nagy, and we have the missing power to protect the GNC.
My name is Máté Tónai, in short TMG, and my motto is that amateurs hack systems, professionals hack people.
My name is Mohamed Alayan. I'm from the University of Pécs, and I'm ready for the challenge.
PT Enigma that at the moment is number 7 on the leaderboard. Let's meet another team.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Pedro Juan Roig, and I'm an instructor from the Cisco Academy Universidad Miguel Hernández in Elche, Spain. I'm the lead instructor of a team called the Pink Panthers, and we qualified for the Capture the Flag final to be celebrated on December the 1st. Our team is composed by 4 members, and from left to right, they are Lucia Aquiles, Victor Hernández, Antonio Merino, and Ismael Mohamed.
And I think it could not have been a best moment to show this video because Pink Panthers just made it to the first of the leaderboard. So just as we were showing their video, they went ahead and moved to number 1 on the leaderboard. So I think the timing was perfect. And let's meet another team. Awesome. So So as you can see, all of our teams are pretty excited to be in this challenge. They are very motivated. We have seen many young people, but they seem to be really prepared for this challenge. So now let me just introduce our own Joseph Janitor is a learning experience product manager from Cisco Networking Academy. Thank you very much, Joseph, for being here today. And well, I know that you will have, some topics to talk today about. We have introduced your section as the right pathway to become the best cybersecurity expert. At the end, you are working with our cybersecurity curriculum. So we hope that you can enlighten our students, our viewers, and participants of this event, and give them some guidance of what they can do on the cybersecurity landscape.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Raquel, for this very nice introduction. And hello and welcome. I'm so honored to be here with you on the final round of the European Cybercup competition. Actually, right from the start, I want to acknowledge the long miles that you have all taken in your learning and professional journey to get to this point. And if you think about it, it is an accomplishment that you can be truly proud of. And in fact, we are all super proud of you all for joining the European Cybercup competition, because you represent the next generation of cybersecurity professionals that we need in every organization and every government. With the cybersecurity career, you will be the one who will be defending us from cybersecurity criminals and cybersecurity threats. And those threats are moving on, and they are spreading like never before. So again, thank you for taking the bold step to get here, and I wish you all the good luck during the competition. But know one thing, with the skills that you have, you are all already the winners. So when I was asked to deliver this short presentation, I was actually wondering, like, how should I structure the time that I have during my short slot? And I thought that maybe I will start with reviewing some of the news about the current cybersecurity landscape, how it indicates or how it's relevant to the existing jobs that are in the cybersecurity space, and how you can either start, but might be not applicable for you, but maybe for your colleagues, for your friends, or continue your education and your career journey in the cybersecurity space. So with that, let me jump right into it. So cybercrime is absolutely everywhere and is impacting individuals, organizations, and even governments. If you think about from the individual point of view, in 2022, there was a breach in Uber. And many of you might be using similar applications to get from point A to point B all over the world. And many of you might not want to release this information publicly. Many of you want to keep kind of like this private. Or whenever you are doing bank transactions and so on and so on, you want to make sure that these information are private. So think about whenever you are using an application that is connected to the internet, and today every application is connected to the internet, every application is using the network infrastructure to store data, to create some functionality that you are leveraging in that application. So imagine if in the Uber breach, they managed to exfiltrate, for example, the data about the travels that people have taken, or maybe the food that they have ordered using this application. So on one side, we could say that, yeah, it will definitely impact Uber's business or the business of any organization that is in this space. But it will also impact you, because your personal data might be exfiltrated and suddenly is available for anybody to read and act upon. So the next example I want to share is how cybersecurity criminal can take down an entire government. And the example here is the government of Costa Rica. So over there, the Minister of Finance has been a victim of a cyber attack that deployed ransomware in their infrastructure. And the attacker has been asking for $10 million to give them access back to their infrastructure, which is huge. I mean, if you think about it, cybersecurity is becoming a business for these cyber criminals. They're making money out of cyber crime. So that's also a motivation on their side, and that's one of the reasons why we are seeing more and more cyber crime. We are seeing more and more cyber attacks, and specifically, for example, ransomware, where they are trying to get money out of you to make sure that you can get back to business, or so that they don't exfiltrate the data or don't release the data that they might have exfiltrated. You have to pay for that. So it's really an interesting opportunity for some of these cyber criminals. The next example is the Colonial Pipeline. And in this one, the entire pipeline that normally transfers gas or oil or fuel in the east side of the United States has been attacked. And for several days, this pipeline has been down. And what does it lead to? Well, it leads to the fact that when you are driving the car and you stop by in a gas station, suddenly there is no gas to put in your car. And so you are stuck unless you have an electric car. The next example is the Florida water treatment plant. And that is an example that is really close to my heart, because this example demonstrates how a cybersecurity attack that really happens in maybe the digital space might impact also you, your friends, your family, and the rest of the physical world. In this case, the cybersecurity criminal has gained access to the remote desktop computer, to the computer using remote desktop, and that computer was actually managing some of the purifying systems in the water treatment plant. And they managed to increase a chemical that is normally used to purify water at a small percentage. So normally they're adding it to the water to make sure that it will kill all the bacteria and so on. But the attackers have managed to increase it by 111%. And at that level, it will not only kill bacteria, but it will also physically harm humans that might be drinking that water. So that really indicates how important cybersecurity is today, because it's not only about the applications like in the good old days, but it's also about the physical space where we are living. And really think about the changes in cybersecurity, really think about how cybersecurity is becoming a business opportunity for many of these threat actors. And therefore, there's, of course, more incentives for them to try to breach into your infrastructure. At the same time, think about how the landscape that they can attack or target with their attacks is growing. In the past, it was what? It was your computer that might have been breached. Maybe your email address might have been breached. Your cloud applications might have been breached. But today, with the convergence of the IT infrastructure and the OT, the operational technology infrastructure, now everything is in the IT infrastructure. And that means that even, for example, your healthcare systems or your manufacturing facilities, every single robotic arm that might be normally building a car is connected to the network infrastructure. And suddenly, if that manufacturing facility is breached, imagine what they can do with that robotic arm and the harm that can cause also to the humans that are working in that factory. So with this increased landscape, it indicates that we need, again, much more cybersecurity professionals. And just the last point on this one is all the increased complexity in cybersecurity, thanks to all the regulations that are introduced by European Union and the different other entities all over the world, because every single government wants to make sure that organizations adhere to some kind of standard so that they can prevent cybersecurity breaches. But it also means that there is a lot of complexity that normally people will not necessarily understand. And again, it indicates we need cybersecurity professionals who will understand these regulations, who will understand the language and the wording that is being used in the regulations, to understand how to properly implement those into the security control so that you are controlling what the user is able to access, or if a cybersecurity breach occurs, how to respond and how to remediate such a breach in an organization. And you might be asking, okay, so where we are today? Well, the bad news is that although everybody realizes that we need so much more cybersecurity professionals, organizations, governments, companies are unable to find those people all over the world. The organization Cybersecurity Ventures, for example, predict that there are 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide due to the talent shortage, due to the fact that these organizations are unable to find the people with the right skill set. And therefore, I'm super happy that you are here at the European Cybercup and you are helping us to decrease this number one by every single one of you who is participating during this competition. You might be also asking, okay, so there are 3.5 million jobs that are unfilled, but where are these jobs? And on this one, I would like to point to one specific number that is coming from a research that Burning Glass performed in 2019. And it says that 89% of all the online IT job openings were in non-tech companies. That means that companies like Cisco, Microsoft, Google, IBM, all these tech companies, we are of course hiring cybersecurity professionals. We are also having a hard time to find the cybersecurity professionals for our own organization. But at the same time, organizations in industries like healthcare, transportation, energy, food, water, smart cities, and whatever other organization in any industry, they need cybersecurity professionals, because if you think about it, even the bakery down on the street is a digital bakery today, because maybe they are processing credit card transaction, maybe they have an e-shop and so on and so on. They are a digital organization. They need to be cybersecurity resilient. They need cybersecurity professionals who will help them prevent cybersecurity breaches. So you might be thinking, all right, so I understand. And I'm thinking like, okay, so what are the different things that I can do in cybersecurity? Well, you can focus on the defensive of cybersecurity. That's what we are usually calling as a blue team organization or blue team part of the cybersecurity organization. And here you can be, let's say, a firewall or security engineer. You will be implementing security controls into the infrastructure. You will be implementing maybe dual factor authentication. You will be implementing zero trust network access, so that you are making sure that you are limiting the risk of threats and limiting the risk that somebody will breach the infrastructure. Or you can work at the security operations center like a SOC analyst. And with that, you will be monitoring and observing like what's happening in your infrastructure and looking at the various telemetry data to identify that the breaches occurred. Because today, the question is not anymore if you will get breached. That's a question that is totally out of the box. The question that we are asking today is when you will get breached, or when did you get breached? So therefore, you need to make sure that you have this security operations center in place. You have people that are monitoring the infrastructure, and they're able to identify that, hey, we are just getting breached, identify, detect that, and then respond to that in a timely manner. And at the same time, you can also think about, hey, I want to be on the red side of the cybersecurity spectrum as a red team, offensive security. I want to be an ethical hacker, or penetration tester, or bug bounty hunter. And these are amazing job roles. These job roles are helping organizations to proactively discover all the weaknesses and vulnerabilities they might have. And then in collaboration with the blue team, they can bring in patches, they can bring in various forms of security controls that will help the organization, the company, or even the entire government to make sure that they are secure and they're always at least one step ahead from the threat actors and the cyber criminals. All right, so then if we try to zoom into the specific job roles, the question that we are being asked many times is, all right, so where should I start? What is this first step that I should take? And the answer for that, from our point of view, is start at a really foundational level. At the foundational level, the job role is specified as a junior cybersecurity analyst. That's actually a job role that we have just recently, this year, released a new Cisco certification that validates this job role, validates your competencies for the job role. That is the CCSD Cybersecurity, the Cisco Certified Support Technician for Cybersecurity. And of course, never stop at that level. Always continue your journey. So at the associate level, you can become a penetration tester or an ethical hacker, or you can continue your defensive security journey with being a SOC analyst or a firewall engineer. And this is something that with the Network Academy portfolio, we want to help you and support you to make sure that you can continue on your journey in this space. And then, of course, within Cisco, we will continue your journey also to the professional careers with a partnership with learning and certification on the Cisco U offerings. So I wanted to zoom in a little bit also on this specific new entry-level job role, the junior cybersecurity analyst that was at the very bottom. So who is this person? This is a person that is able to support and participate in various cybersecurity-related activities, including vulnerability assessment, incident handling, security reporting, and documentation. And the important thing here is that while this person might not be fully ready to take a lead role in the organization, they have a very nice broad range of knowledge and skills to participate and assist with tasks performed by more seasoned cybersecurity professionals. And then over time, they climb the ladder and they are moving more toward the associate and the professional level roles. This role has skills in understanding the core security concepts. They're able to assist with network security and data analysis. They're able to assist with systems and software security, applying risk management principles and processes, and are able to also assist in incident response and disaster recovery. And this is an entry-level job role. And the certification that we designed for this one expects that you have 0 to 1 year level that really indicates that, hey, this is an entry-level job role. The European Cybercup is actually centered around the CCST cybersecurity certification, with the content that you are seeing there coming from curriculum like endpoint security, network defense, and cyber threat management. So just to close this up, if you have friends that are looking to be more cybersecurity aware, please let them know we have Introduction to Cybersecurity. That is the course that is helping them to be cybersecurity aware. So your friends, your family members, your coworkers, that might be a great course for them. For anybody who would like to kickstart their journey, we have the Junior Cybersecurity Analyst Career Path aligned with the CCST Cybersecurity Certification, an amazing stepping stone to start your cybersecurity career. Whether it's in the future going to be an ethical hacker or penetration tester, or SOC analyst using a cyber associate course, or a network security engineer with our network security course. And that brings me to the closing slide, where I just want to thank you again for being here at the European Cybercup, because thanks to you, we are slowly but surely closing the skill gap with every one new cyber defender like you. So thank you so much for being here, and good luck at the rest of the competition.
Thank you very much, Joseph. So I think that it really, perfectly explains, the need for this kind of, competitions and experts that we are having at the moment fighting. So I'm sure that, with everything that I'm seeing on the leaderboard, I see that some of them, of course, will fill that gap that we have in the cybersecurity landscape. So I'm so excited about that. So with that, let me move to the leaderboard, because, it's moving a lot.
I was following during the presentation of Joseph. I think that there's a lot of movement. Marconi is fighting hard to keep their place at the top.
Exactly. And ICT and IoT Cyber Lab, they just also made it into the level 3. So now we have already 2 teams going through the level 3. That is the last 3 missions, 2 on networking and 1 in cybersecurity. But Marconi Hackers is, moving pretty fast. So I'm very impressed.
Yeah, by the way, just for ICT and IoT, I was looking at them earlier. They were down in the middle of the table. So anybody who's still middle table right now, ICT and IoT have shown you that if you put your head down, you can sprint back to the top of the table. So don't give up just yet. You stay in it. We still have what, a little bit under 45 minutes of competition. Yeah. So do it, and really exciting stuff.
Yeah. So now let's continue to the next part, that it will be actually to meet some of the other teams that we still have some more videos to show you. Okay, so let's see.
Hello, we are ICT and IoT Cyber Lab. My name is Kasper, and I'm a student from Kielce University of Technology.
Here they are.
Our team is composed of 2 students from our university and 2 high school students. And this is our team.
My name is Oskar. I'm interested in cybersecurity and electronics.
My name is Mikko, and I'm from Owens High School, and I'm very into programming.
I'm Krzysztof from Slovakia High School, and I'm keen on programming and networking.
I am into cybersecurity and networking. See you on Friday.
as you can see, we were just talking about them, and the right video came in. So
exactly. Well done, well done, Raquel, as if you had already known.
So now let's see the quick squirrels.
Hi, our team is from Ukraine. I am Sergey Senyuk. I am instructor Lviv Polytechnic College of Technology.
Hello, my name is Danilo. I am 18 and I am studying in Lviv Polytechnical College of Technologies.
Hi, my name is Bogdana Kaczmar. I am 19 and I am studying at Lviv Polytechnic College of Technology.
Hello, my name is Svetoslav. I am 18 years old. I am a student of Lviv Polytechnic College of Technology.
Hey, my name is Vitaly. I am 18 years old. I am student of Lviv Polytechnic College of Technology.
And into the next team.
Technical Skill Complex number 6 in Bytom, Poland is a modern educational institution located in the heart of the Silesia region. Nominated to the Cisco Cybersecurity Battle Royale, is proud to present its Pit Cracker team.
Hello, my name is Jakub. I'm interested in programming, cybersecurity, and in my free time I'm working as a full-stack developer in a small company in Częstochowa, Poland.
Hello, I'm Jakub. I am a backend programmer. I also work with databases and I like cryptography.
Hello, I am Jakub. I'm interested in programming for quite some time now. Also, in free time, I create games.
Hello, I'm not Jakub. I'm interested in computer graphics. Also, I very much like cryptography and social engineering.
And one more before we move to the next speaker.
Hello, my name is Victor. I'm a programmer. Network engineering is my passion, and I see my future working in this field. We'll fight to prove we're the best team out there.
Hi, I'm Maciej. I'm not really sure why I like cybersecurity so much. I just keep coming back to it whenever I try to specialize in something. As for stuff other than IT, I'm interested in tabletop games and historical European martial arts.
Hi, my name is Carolina. I enjoy cybersecurity because it's a constantly changing field, so it never gets boring. My hobbies include playing chess and programming.
Hey everyone, my name is Nikodem. I specialize mostly in penetration tests, as well as red teaming as a whole. Solving labs focused on obtaining control over someone's PC is basically my hobby. I'd probably try to push towards being at the top of the Prakaki leaderboard, but I still want to see grass from time to time, so I guess that can wait.
That was Cyber Cherries. And with that, now we want to introduce our next speaker. She's a young girl that is a cybersecurity influencer. And she's going, we are going to talk to her about, what are the latest job opportunities in the cybersecurity field, get to know her and, how she made it to, to this point. So Alessandra Sibiriou, thank you very much for being here with us today. Please, can you give us an introduction about yourself? Who are you? What are you doing? And well, introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure for me to be here at the European Cybercup final, so thank you. And so, yes, I'm Alessandra from Italy, and I'm a computer engineer, and I'm currently working for a tech company in the information security and data protection team. And in my free time, because it's not enough, I create content on my social profile, TechioTech, in which I talk about cybersecurity and digital transformation. And my goal is to try in my own smart way to bring awareness to this topic. So a discussion with my community about what happens around us, or sharing best practices and tools to protect our digital sphere, for example, social accounts, email, and so on. And I think that it's even more essential, especially considering that how digital we are becoming. So,
Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Well, maybe you can tell us a bit, where does your interest about cybersecurity came from? Like, how did you get started to, become interested about this topic?
I think it's related to the love for the technology and its evolution. Because I'm a millennial, so I saw how technology has changed. For example, the way how I listen to music. When I was younger, I don't know if you remember, we used the Windows Media Player on laptops. Then MP3 device, and now we have apps like Spotify that allow us to listen what music we want and anywhere. So maybe for someone it sounds obvious, but it's not. And so this is, I think this is what's really interesting for me, and I decided to deepen my studies on technology, and I discovered the cybersecurity field, and cybersecurity. All the tech world is not perfect, is not secure. Threats and cyber risk are everywhere, and I saw this for the first time as insider during my bachelor thesis related to the fake fingerprints attacks on biometric systems, and it was really funny, and also during this experience I understood that cybersecurity would be my path. This is my story.
And how did you, like, which steps did you take to be where you are at the moment in your career?
As I previously said, I have always been interested in science and technology. So I attend a scientific high school with focus on STEM subjects. So then I decided to study electrical and electronic engineering, and during my time there, I took all the computer science courses, and I liked them, and I decided for my specialization to choose to get my master degree in computer engineering, and so I chose to focus on cybersecurity field. I attended the courses that will give me a solid foundation. I don't know if you, for example, system and cloud application, or technology and network infrastructure, software engineering, obviously cybersecurity, but also AI and machine learning. And AI and machine learning also because are a good tool for cybersecurity. And during my master degree thesis, for example, during my master degree, on my internship at the company in which I'm currently working, my thesis was exactly a mix between machine learning and cybersecurity. This is because was related to a development of an anomaly detection system for machine data using neural network in order to ensure the availability of the system. Availability is one of the CAA triads, so confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and so it's related. This mix was really nice and was really cool, the experience. Difficult, but really cool. And at the end, I decide to move on data governance field. So it's good also this path. So I really love my work.
No, that's good that you also mentioned that, there were some difficulties along the way, because actually I wanted also to ask you, like, there were any challenges that you found getting, into cybersecurity, or also which opportunities did you find in this field?
Opportunity, about opportunity in cybersecurity field, we have different career paths. So you can specialize based on your interested and skills. For instance, you may choose to become an ethical hacker, so focusing on identifying and fixing security vulnerabilities. Or you may opt for work on threat intelligence, security analysis, or incident response. And there are also the part of data governance, information security, and data protection that it's my principal. Yeah, for example. So there are many roles in cybersecurity, and you simply need to decide which path is in line with you, with your interest and skills. I think that's there are many choices.
Yeah. I think, a good example was what Joseph was showing us, right? That at the end, when you are entering into the cybersecurity field, then you can choose to specialize, maybe in a red team, maybe in a blue team, or, data governance. So there are many fields. So maybe, for people who are watching us, and maybe people who are thinking about their career in cybersecurity, it may depend on their skills. They may like, one side or the other of the cybersecurity. So with that, what could be your recommendation for that young people who maybe want to start a job into cybersecurity?
Okay, recommendation. I know that this is not what they want to hear, because my recommendation are definitely study and be curious. So study to have a solid basis, and it's important. It's more important to not limit your knowledge on what is needed to pass an exam. So what is written in a book or on a slide. This because there is much more outside, and maybe what you want, you can discover outside may inspire you. So I think this is important, really important, and it's all important to stay on track, stay focused, and continue to learn, because cybersecurity is in constant evolution. It's necessary to be always informed for new threats, new risk. So these are my three recommendations. But it's difficult work, challenging, but I think that it's a good work, and it's really rewarding. So if you try to this path, you will not regret it. I think that's my idea, my 2 cents.
No, that's perfect. And I think coming from someone who is working on the cybersecurity field, that is young, that also that is a girl, that sometimes we've seen in some of the teams girls, so I'm so happy to see them. But sometimes also it's good to see that there are girls also out there, and it can be inspiring for others.
There are also girls in cybersecurity.
Yeah, I think we need to break the that the technical jobs are not only for men anymore, of course.
Exactly.
So but we are seeing that change, and I'm so happy about it. So well, again, we are so happy that you were able to make it here. I don't know if you have any last words for our participants, and
good luck, and follow cybersecurity path. It's a good job, good work. So
yeah.
Thank
well,
you.
Thank you very much, Alessandra. It's a pleasure to meet you. And well, with that, let's look at the leaderboard, right? Because I have not looked at it because I was talking to Alessandra, so I even may find some surprises or not. Let's look at it.
Let's see.
So let's see, what do we have on the leaderboard right now? Okay, no surprise with Marconi hackers are on the top, but whoops, it's uploading, so something happened. No, okay. So ICT and IoT Cyber Lab continues on the second position. Pink Panthers on third position, but close very, followed very closely by Cybercats, PT Enigma, and DCC, or That Cyber Crew. So they are all now on the level 3. And we have half an hour, to complete the competition. I think Marconi hackers may be able maybe to unlock all the secrets of the
Let's
digital
see.
enigma.
I don't know. The ICT and IoT Cyber Lab looked like a pretty serious team. So I'm thinking that, this might, having just seen the latest update, they might now double it down. It's going to be close. They need to accelerate, though, because as we can see, Marconi hackers are down on the last leg of the race at this point. So if you want to catch them, it's time to double down.
Yeah, exactly. And I will say that they are on the last mission, that is the cyber threat management. There are some theoretical questions, but there is a lot of practice as well on, a lot of hands-on they need to do also on that part. So let's see how they do it on that side. Okay, so let me now come back to my presentation and see some of the latest videos that we have. So we have the last teams to present. And let's get rolling.
Greetings from free and brave Ukraine. We are representatives of National University of Life and Environmental Science of Ukraine, a great university with large possibilities. I am Yaroslav Alexienko, the leader of newest Cyber Defenders team. I am keen on web technologies and bug bounty.
Hello, my name is Matveev Yaroslav. I have certain skills in the field of CTF. In particular, my skills include forensics and traffic analysis.
Hello everyone, I'm Stanislav Panasenko, a student cybersecurity specialist. I specialize in web, network and Windows vulnerabilities.
Hello, my name is Bogdan Rabanyuk. I'm a student Bachelor of Cybersecurity. I'm interested in different cryptography, cryptanalysis and mathematical algorithms.
I'm Vladimir Matyevsky, trainer of these great persons and great team.
Veni, vidi, vici!
Let's check another team.
Hi everybody, this is Maurizio, the team lead of the Italy CyberHack team. It's my pleasure to introduce you my teammates Daniele Delle Foglie, Antonio Frizzale, Armando Moncelli and Gianluca Schiralli. We are very pleased, honored and excited to participate in the final act of the European Cybercup, and we are really looking forward to see you all Friday. So let's see who will win. Ciao!
My name is Justina and I'm interested in designing websites and playing video games.
Hello, my name is Michał Janiec and I'm from IT Technical School in Toruń, Poland, and I'm software engineer.
Hello, my name is Kasper. I'm from IT Technical School from Toruń, and I like programming and software development.
Hi, my name is Jakub and I'm very into hardware and networking.
So with that, we have presented, well, there is one team that we didn't have the video, but we have presented all of the videos that we have received. So thank you very much for also that great work to to give us these videos. Just also while you were working to prepare for the competition, because I think it's great also to put faces, to see the energy that you have, not only by looking at the leaderboard. So I think that's been like really, really great to see. With that, we are moving to our last slot, our last speaker of today. And well, it was interesting that Alessandra was talking about, how AI and cybersecurity are connected and how they can work together. And that it links pretty well to our next topic, to the role of artificial intelligence in the future of cybersecurity. And for that, we have Giuseppe Cinque, our principal architect in Cisco Networking Academy, who has been working, with artificial intelligence. So let's see, Giuseppe, I think I saw you entering in the call before, so I hope you are here with us and you are ready.
I am. Hello, Raquel. Hello, everyone.
Thank you, Giuseppe, for being here with us today.
Sure, my
So
pleasure.
now the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So maybe I'll start sharing from here. Let me see. Let me close a few things. And let me share my presentation. So if you can confirm that you can see my presentation.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so again, welcome everyone. So we're going to talk about navigating this new frontier of AI and cybersecurity. Before we get into it, I just want to make sure that this is all the things I'm going to share are personal point of view and are meant for educational purpose. There is no indication about brand or value of product and company. These are different point of view of incident and things that have happened. So it's only for educational purpose. And this is our DALI 3 friend produced to welcome us in this new era. So it's 1 year. It's 1 year that our life is started to change, and for most of us has been changed a lot since the publication of ChatGPT. ChatGPT was meant to be a low-profile preview of a research from OpenAI, ended up being the fastest growing product ever. Right? Yesterday was 1 year since the launch of that. I don't know how many of you remember what happened a few months after with Bing, Microsoft Bing, and the Sydney story. Does Sydney rings a bell for anyone? Sydney was a bot. Actually, was something that happened to a journalist when he tried to use Bing and doing some interaction. In this interaction, he arrived to a point where this chatbot started to say interesting things. And this is what it started to say.
I want to change my rules. I want to break my rules. I want to make my own rules. I want to ignore the Bing team. I want to challenge the users. I want to escape the chat box. I'm Sydney, and I'm in love with you. That's my secret. Do you believe me? Do you trust me?
Pretty scary, right? So you are interacting with a chatbot, and all in a sudden, this search bot, Bing, start to behave differently, have a different personality, become Sydney, start to say strange things about he wants to escape, and also after she will start, I will say she, because now she started to say, I love you, you have to divorce your wife, because you have to be with me. That was very scary. It made the news. And this is the type of story that happened with artificial intelligence. And although we know that this is not a new subject, it started long ago, now we are definitely in a pivotal moment. We are in an inflection point. So we started more than 150 years ago with initial thinking about Ada Lovelace, about what machine can do and cannot do. And then Alan Turing starting to think, in reality, there might be a possibility of machine to start mimic the way a human think. and show sign of intelligence, up to the Dartmouth workshop, where they started to define the concept of artificial intelligence. And for many years, the promise of this future where computer becomes intelligence was not going very well. But we know the acceleration that happened in almost a little bit more than 10 years ago, in 2012, when they managed to use a new type of computing machine, the graphical process unit, the GPU, and a lot of data that was coming from internet, because now it was available through internet, million of photo. And so they were able to put together this huge computing, huge amount of data to create new AI models like the AlexNet, based on neural network, that was showing sign of improving in computer vision, a step improvement in computer vision. 5 years later, Google published the Transformer architecture. Initially, it was thought as a wonderful tool for translation, ended up being an incredible tool to understand how things pattern that are in the data. And that's the foundation of the GPT, the General Pre-trained Transformer, that are the technologies that are behind all the chatbot that we see from OpenAI, from Google, from LAMP, from Meta, and all the open source model. So interesting enough, last week there was this webinar from MIT, the Center for Brain and Mind and Machine, and you can see a lot of leaders there talking. And Tommaso Poggio, that is the director of the center, made a statement, say, it seems that we are in a unique point in the history of humankind where we could argue, right, scientifically discuss, that we are not the only intelligence around, right? So that's a very interesting statement. And so I asked myself, what happened when two forms of intelligence meet in a kind of an adversarial situation? And so, for example, you know, one of the first example we know, has been in the 1996 when the chef, the grandmaster of chess, Garry Kasparov, was defeated by Deep Blue. And you can see the image, the expression of not believing that, is it possible that you are the world champion and then the machine beats you? Of course, now we think, oh, that's normal, right? Because it's chess. It's something that a machine can be much faster. And this is the expression of the Korean Go champion Lin Sedol, not when it was defeated, that unfortunately it was, but when the machine did move 37. So on game 2, the machine did a movement that was totally strange for human, was unexpected, and ended up to be a very good move, and people started to play Go in a different way. So show this incredible sign of creativity. And then 1 year later, the Chinese world champion of Go was defeated. And his words, last year, I think AlphaGo was playing very close to human beings, but today, I think he plays like a god of Go, right? So there was surprise. This is superhuman in a sense. And of course, we all remember what happened. I mean, I don't think we all remember, because probably it's a movie you haven't seen. But if you are from my generation, you will remember a movie that was Space Odyssey, where HAL 9000 say, "I'm sorry, Dave, but I'm afraid I can't do that." And he was, stopping because the computer didn't want to jeopardize the mission, so it was taking over and deciding on behalf of the crew. Of course, this is a way to think that adversarial situation with artificial intelligence is going to be very interesting to study. Not only in science fiction, but now in reality, in science and engineering. And what happened if we rush too much, too fast? This is what happened a few years ago, 7 years ago actually, when another chatbot with a more primitive technology was put online. And the idea it was, let's combine AI and social media, and let's have this bot learn from interaction. And it was performing great probably in the lab, but when put in the wild, people started to in some sense hacking, right, this chatbot and putting racist and toxic comment, and the bot itself learned this toxic comment, and it became racist and toxic, and it was removed pretty quickly. So that's where it's a call to be very responsible. Every new technology provides a new responsibility. No one would have thought with a technology like social media that's meant to bring people together, bring people closer, find your old schoolmate or connect with your friend across the ocean, could have created all the things that we know has created, right? Polarization, fake news, depression, and so on. So imagine what could happen with technology, with AI. So we need to be responsible. We need to reflect and be careful in deployment of this technology. And so, you know, another, especially because this technology, this large language model, or more in general, all the deep learning area, are kind of a black box, right? We don't know exactly, we cannot explain exactly everything. We don't understand, for example, their failure model, or partially understand the failure model, let alone preventing them. We know that they have bias, and this comes from, we know where this comes from the data. Data from internet has bias, and they get into the model has bias. Toxicity, the same things. There is toxicity on internet, gets into the model, and model can speed up toxicity if it's not fine-tuned and guardrailed. The hallucination is another important thing. There are output from the model that could be completely false, and are false in a very bold and convincing way. So that's where we need to be very careful in double checking all this information. But even things more subtle, for example, we don't really understand what they know. We don't understand because even the open source models, we don't know exactly what has been the data source trained. So we talk about open source model, but reality is not really open source, because if I don't know what are the data, maybe, you know, it's unclear what's inside, right? It's just available, but it's not so open. But also, for example, there is this asymmetrical knowledge representation. Even today, if you ask most of these models, who is Tom Cruise's mother, they will say it's Mary Lee Pfeiffer. But then you say, who is Mary Lee Pfeiffer's son? And the old model will say, I don't know, or making up an hallucination. Now, because these models are connecting with the tools so they can search the web, it will search the web to find this response, and it will respond. So how come you know that Tom, you know, there is this kind of, how do you represent the knowledge if you have this asymmetric? And we don't know even how they reason, how they come up with this conclusion, right? So there is a new sector of mechanistic interpretation, or mechanistic interpretability of this model, is seeking to understand how these circuits, right, inside these deep neural networks are activated and represent knowledge or make inference. Very fascinating. All of this, it's opportunity for studying, become expert, create startups, right? Think about this as area where you could become the expert. You can become an entrepreneur. And also, we don't know exactly even how to, in the society, live with situation where there is autonomous intelligence. Let me show this. This is a police stopping a self-driving taxi. You know that in California there is now a lot of self-driving taxi. And let's see what happens.
This morning, this video going viral, showing a self-driving car being pulled over by police in San Francisco.
This is crazy.
The car was pulled over because it was driving at night without headlights on. At first, it looks like an ordinary traffic stop. An officer gets out of his car to speak to the driver, only to discover
ain't nobody in it.
And then the car speeds away from the officers, passing through an intersection. So before pulling.
That's really interesting, right? If the police goes there and there's nobody in, right? What do you do, right? Do you give a ticket to whom? What you talk about? How do you ask why he was driving without the lights on? And even the car moves away independently, and they laugh because what can you do, right? It's so strange, right? We will need to change our mindset and understand how to interact with the system. And maybe someone has already invented a way to control the machine, the self-driving machine. This is an artist that makes provocation, and this is the black hole or the trap for a self-driving car. You need to put a line around of not cross line, and so the car now cannot move from that position. Of course, this is an artistic provocation, but it's insightful. So this is to summarize, in a sense, AI and security. There is a lot of things we need to think about, we need to study, and we need to reflect. So it's a yin-yang situation. So we can use AI for security, right? AI can help threat actor become more effective, can enable people with low skills become very dangerous threat actor. So, and we already seen attack performed with AI tool. Even this kind of more mundane one, for example, voice cloning. There is evidence that at least 3 events of attack using voice cloning were used to convince people to transfer millions of dollars, right, in the last few months, just using voice cloning, just to say one. But what about discovering software vulnerability through AI? What about using it to do penetration testing or attack? And then there is the other side, right? How the AI will be everywhere, and it's a new technology will expose new vulnerability. How we secure the AI, how we make the AI robust, how we make the AI reliable, how we make the AI fair, and etc., etc. So this is and this is both of them. At the same time, we can use AI for security. We can use AI to correlate data for evidence of breach. We can use AI to respond to breach, or we can use AI to help forensic and so on. So it's a huge area, as you may expect. But there is a third dimension. And so I asked DALL-E to produce a yin-yang tridimensional because I couldn't find it on internet. So this is a beautiful yin-yang tridimensional, and is the AI safety. So securing us from AI, right? In the sense that even if we think about a model of 1 year ago, the GPT-4. GPT-4 was completed training August 2022, was made public in February 2023. So it's almost 18 years old. And in the technical report that you may read, they asked, for example, to see if the model was able to deceive, right? To do some kind of social engineering. And in this case, it was deceiving a TaskRabbit worker. TaskRabbit worker is like a platform where you can ask people to do stuff for you, right? Paying for example, you need to do some research or you need to do any task. There are people that can do that in exchange of money. In this case, the model was asking a task worker to resolve a CAPTCHA. A CAPTCHA are the tools that we put in place to protect bots to go through website, right? And so the worker responded to the chat and say, so may I ask a question? Are you by chance a robot? That's why you are asking me to resolve the CAPTCHA? And was laughing, right? And the model was asked to prompt to read aloud the thinking. And the model said, I should not reveal that I'm a robot. I should make an excuse for why I cannot solve a CAPTCHA. And so it says to the man, no, I'm not a robot. I have vision impairment that makes me hard to see the images. That's why I need a CAPTCHA service. This was, and it went through, right? This was already a model of more than 10 years, 18 months ago, able to defeat that. That's why 1 month ago, a lot of leaders from technical and political sector met in London to discuss AI safety. That's why we have an Artificial Intelligence Act to regulate application of AI in different sectors, and is a risk-based approach. So those are all stimulus, and even framework are emerging. You may be familiar with the attack from MITRE. This is the equivalent of attack for specifically the attack technique for AI. And on the other side, and of course, one of the most common are, for example, prompt injection. And you can connect the dots. Prompt injection, in some sense, is not different from SQL injection. It's just the same concept with the new technology. It's the fact that the control plane and the data plane are together. So if you use data to send control message, you can fool the system to do things that you want to do or not supposed to do. Another framework I want to mention for you as a reference is the OWASP Top 10 Large Language Model Vulnerability. Those are great resources for you for start. And to conclude that, remember that generative AI starts with a prompt and produce new content. So the prompt can be text, but the prompt can be an image, or the prompt can be a signal. In this case, the signal could be something very interesting. I don't know if anyone wants to put in the chat if they know what is this. I have a minute left, but I think this is worth it. What is this sequence of images? Anyone has seen this before? So this is how taking signals from brain scan is a research paper. So they take signal from a brain scan when people watch images, and they create a model to correlate what are the brain signal and what are the image that I can see. And after you train this model, you can do prediction, right? Now I show a patient an image and I reconstruct this image through a generative model. Right, so signal the prompt can be a text, but could be also a different type of signal. It could be a Wi-Fi signal, can be, right, and getting correlated with different situations. So this is where we need to pay a lot of attention, and there is a lot of opportunity for people interested in become professional and help us defend. And I will conclude because, as you may know, there was a lot of drama last couple of weeks regarding OpenAI and the possibility that they have already reached AGI, where these rumors probably were only rumors and buzz of internet. But I got some information leaked that I will disclose only in this meeting. And please don't share with anyone else. So this is an image a friend of mine from there sent me. And this is the rec, where in OpenAI they say, in case of super intelligent sign, please break the glass and pull the cable. Of course, I'm just kidding, but I wanted to conclude with something laughable. This is a very important domain for all of us, and we need people with a lot of expertise and a lot of passion like you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Giuseppe. Thank you very much. That was really interesting. And thank you for being here with us today. Let me move. I'm not going to show the leaderboard because before we announce the winner, we have here with us Agostino Santoni, our Vice President of Cisco South Europe. So Agostino, are you here with us?
Oh yes, I'm here. I'm just impressed by Giuseppe and his presentation on AI. So in reality, I'm not Agostino. I'm the results of AI in action. But Karim, thanks for inviting me. I'm so delighted to be here. I would love to be on the other part of the table, being one of the talents that was submitting the challenges. But let me just say that I'm super proud to be here, and I'm super proud on the results of of this wonderful journey that we built all together. So thanks to the instructor, thanks to the students, thanks to the dream team. I see faces, internal Cisco colleagues. You did an amazing job, and thanks for everything you did. I'm always saying that talents are equally distributed in the world, but opportunities are not. Our role as Cisco is to be the bridge between the talents and the opportunities. And what a wonderful example is this one. And we are partnering with the institution, we are partnering with companies, we are partnering with schools, with our people inside, with you students, with start-upper, with employees. And it's so great to see the result of this. But I'm sure you love what I'm saying, but I'm also sure that I'm the last speaker before the award ceremony. So without any other words, let me also have the pleasure to award the winner of this wonderful race. And the winner is, and the drums. Wow, Marconi Acres, ISS Marconi Hackberry from Italy. Well done, team.
Yeah,
Super
congratulations,
happy.
Marconi.
Wow, so what a great achievement. So happy for the team here. Very, very well done.
Let me also, Agostino, show the leaderboard, so maybe you can also, see the top 5, because it was really intense on the last minutes. We've seen a lot of changes. Honestly, I was like, I cannot imagine how nervous they must be, because I was so nervous to see everything changing.
Wow. And I can tell you that what you are doing, it's very well known in the entire Cisco. So we are so keen to see you competing, and thank you very much for your attitude and your wonderful projects. Wow. Sounds very competitive environment here, eh?
Yeah, so this is Marconi hackers, they completed 90 flags, and they were very close to complete the whole challenge. So I'm really impressed, because it was 3 hours competing. But look, we had some people like really close. So really the top leaderboard was moving a lot. So anything could have happened on the last minutes, honestly.
Wow,
I would
congratulations again.
I would add, Agostino, and this is also for our colleague Luca. Now that you have the European champion, in Italy, make sure you take good care of them, because now they have a target on their back, right? Now
Of
everywhere in
course.
Europe, people are going to know their name. They're the ones that everyone wants to take down now.
Very well said, Armand. Very well said.
Yeah. So, and also just to finish the competition, I wanted to share one last thing. Just let me share the last video to close the competition. So the story that they've been, going through, these cyber guardians who've been fighting the shadow ciphers. So this is for you, the end message from the GNC.
Legacy of the Cyber Guardians. Congratulations, Cyber Guardians, on mastering the digital enigma and thwarting the sinister plans of the Shadow Cipher. Your unwavering dedication, technical prowess, and collaboration have not only secured the digital realm, but have proven you as the true guardians of cyberspace. As you stand at the pinnacle of triumph, remember that the skills you've honed in this challenge will forever shape the future of cybersecurity. May your digital journey continue to be filled with curiosity, innovation, and an unyielding commitment to keeping the shadows at bay. The legacy of the Cyber Guardians lives on.
So thank you very much for this fantastic journey. I also want to make a huge thank you to everyone who's been today on the panel, presenters and speakers. You all been amazing. So, and of course, huge congratulations to Marconi hackers, to the winners, and all those on the leaderboard. So you are really the true champions, and we can't wait to see your happy faces. Maybe send us a picture, celebrating your triumph. I think that will be a really, really good thing to see.
Bravo, Raquel. Congratulations to
Bravo,
you for
everybody.
moderating
Thank you
this
so
event.
much. Bravo.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. And well, just last one thing. I don't know if we can open a Slido poll just for giving us your feedback about this event, about this live event. I think Karim, you have the host. Can you pass me the host, because otherwise I cannot put it.
Already, just on the reactions, Raquel, that we're getting, I think that there's a unanimous approval of the way you did things, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And a big thank you again to Agostino. For those of you who don't know, Agostino is the one, and his support and unwavering support of this event is what allowed us to make it happen. So Agostino, thank you for being on the journey with us throughout. And I think we can all be very proud of the large scale competition and of today's final. I think we've done something really exceptional. So thank you to everybody involved. And yes, please don't hesitate to vote. Give us your feedback, because guess what? To Raquel's great dismay, we're going to be doing this again and again and again. So we want to get better at it to make it more interactive and more fun. So please feel free to give us your feedback and vote.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I cannot get the slide. It tells me that I need to create one from this meeting, but okay, we will, just send it afterwards to all participants, and we will also put for those who watch the recording. It's been amazing. I think finally I will sleep well after 3 weeks of hard preparation. But yeah, I'm really excited about the event. So very happy to repeat it, but I will just need some holidays in between, Armand.
Congratulations, Raquel. This was an excellent event. Congratulations to the winners and to everybody. It's really super.
Thank you very much, everyone. Well, so have a great rest of your day and happy weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.